Hello, my friend. I hope you're doing well today. Now, I want to share with you how I watch documentaries to get inspiration and listen to the soundtracks. And the other night, I was watching this documentary by Leonardo DiCaprio, or at least he's the one who was doing the whole documentary, which is called Before the Flood. It's not a new documentary, it's been around for some time now. But I've been meaning to watch this because I'm a big fan of Trent Reznor, and I really like his approach to soundtrack and anything that he has done in the film world when it comes down to composition. And I wanted to watch the documentary mainly, apart because I was curious about to see what Leonardo DiCaprio has done with this documentary concerning global warming and all of that. But mainly, I wanted to see the soundtrack. I watch documentaries and really listen to see how they put this music in this soundtracks, and it had some of my favorites artists actually, not just Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, but other artists that I really follow, especially in the TV and film, and even in the game industry. So I was fascinated by the sound quality. I was fascinated as well about the composition, the cinematic aspect of it, because it's not your average Hans Zimmer type of composition. This is a little bit more of a hybrid, modern composition, really. And I really got inspired to do stuff like that. So I'm thinking about how can I grab this type of sounds and really recreate something similar to what I hear in that documentary. And I'm always looking for things out there on how can I copy that, you know? Yesterday, I downloaded a new plugin by Spitfire's Audio, and it's called Darkstar. It's a fantastic plugin. I have it here with me, and it's just an amazing, amazing, amazing plugin, really. I mean, to be honest, it has some sounds there that I might not use, but for 29 euros, you can't go wrong. And I love this series of Spitfire's Audio because it really it's so simple, you know. It's so simple to use it. It comes up with their own dedicated plugin, which I already have. It's really simple to use. There's nothing really complicated about it. There's no setup, and the sounds in this particular one is really organic. I really love it, and I'm still going through the presets. I'm still going through the whole thing. But I found a preset where I found some sounds that I said like, oh, I can start doing something like this with it. So I just want to play it very quickly. It's just a 4-bar loop, if you will. But what I'm going here for is just a vibe. And I like that it's almost like the wind kind of thing. I mean, if you have seen the documentary, you know what I'm talking about. Is there's this undertone, and it's almost like nostalgic or sad, and everything that has to do with the theme of this documentary, which is global warming and how we humans are screwing the earth. But it's very political, the documentary. I was a little bit disappointed. I was expecting more. But I don't want to talk about the documentary itself. I want to talk about the soundtrack. And I highly recommend that you do the same thing to look for documentaries or TV shows, whatever you like, you know. And this plugin this kind of plugins really helps. I might just buy this plugin for that particular sound and that's it. Before the Flood, I'm trying to think about that vibe, that essence. and just stick with that and just focus on that and say, how can I replicate something like that without going back to the soundtrack? I don't want to listen to the track. That's another exercise. I don't go now and listen to the music from the documentary to have it fresh. I saw the documentary 2 nights ago, and it's still in my head. That essence, it's still in my head, that those sounds. So I want to, just by memory or by using my imagination, see how can I come up with something original, but based on the documentary, based on those sounds that I heard when I was watching that documentary. If that makes any sense to you. Because one mistake as well that you want to avoid is to actually try to replicate. Like, a mistake will be right now to actually go listen to the documentary soundtrack, like now, listen to it and try to replicate something like that. I think that's a mistake. I think the best part is to actually watch the documentary, watch the film, read that book, and then forget it, okay? Go to bed. The next day, when you wake up, hey, I have those feelings when I was watching the documentary, while I was reading that book. How can I put those feelings now into my dog? Don't go back to it, okay? You have already consumed, it's already inside of you, kind of thing. Those vibes, that idea, it's already there. Your job now is to put it out. That's what I'm trying to do here. So, by the way, I bought this with some money I made with Wheezy Sounds. So $29, you can't really go wrong. It's just, you know, it's affordable, and it has amazing sounds. So you can do a lot of damage with this, really. I don't need much, but just a few sounds here and there. So thanks a lot for all the love and support. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. If you're somebody that is new to music licensing or to royalty-free libraries, download my free guide, link in the description. And as always, rock and roll, and here's to your success.